on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So,
and more yards after contact. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Motion from the offense. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. Just trucks through it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football.
Coming out aggressively. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking to pass on second down. This time it's complete.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it all right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, when he turns to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury to defend.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's
touchdown, Aggies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Texas A&M, 35.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 35. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Wide out in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got a man. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas A&M 42, Pitt 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, well, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snags it over the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Hit right back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Texas A&M, number 87.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. To the air on first down. He's got it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Extending the play. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
It's 2nd down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Just threw that one way too far.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Trying to get to him. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half.
Coming up. Number 18.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
He's right on target. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Complete downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. He wants to throw. On target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Pressure coming. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on second down. He caught it, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand here.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Aggie. And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man in the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up.
Get set, get set.
Trying the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Connection to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Pitt!
Stopping the option is hard, but mission number 1 is I better make the quarterback make a read and get the ball out of his hands. Defense hasn't done that today. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game off the option.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 35 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down and 10. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Huff. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
The score. Texas A&M 63, Pitt 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From just inside their own 20, it's 2nd and 9 from the 19. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabs it in the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Panthers have it for the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Pitt now operating in the red zone. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Able to get one down to the 15. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Dave. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that side.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Lord have mercy. I got nothing for you. 3 in a row? Really? 3 sacks? All right, let's change the game plan. Let's run the football, get the ball out quick. This isn't working.
Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear. They're making a big play. That is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
Yeah, throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with a quick touch pass. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time, he's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarter.
And now they've lost the ball here. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it?